Hi everyone, Arlene Badasil here, and I want to talk to you about the new feature in Facebook that allows you to schedule the timing of your ads. This is a really great feature, but there are a few things that you need to pay attention to when you start using it. So what is ad scheduling? Well, it just says Facebook is going to allow us to decide when we want to show our ads and when we don't want them to show. So you have much more control over who's going to see them and when. Now here's a really great thing that Facebook incorporated, and that is defaults to local time zones. So if you set your ads to run at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., no matter where your customers are or where your target audience is in the world, the ads will automatically default to the local time zone. So you don't have to worry about what time it is in another country. You just say, I want the ads to run from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and Facebook takes care of the rest. So how do you go ahead and set up ad scheduling in Facebook? Well, let me go ahead and show you. You have to be in Power Editor in order to use the ad scheduling feature. It doesn't work in Ads Manager, so you have to be in Power Editor. So once we get to Power Editor, you see the campaign, ad sets, and ads. In order to use the ad scheduling, you have to go into the ad set within a campaign. The ad scheduling is being set up based on each of the ad sets because it allows you to change the time of day that each ad set might be running. And you may only have one ad in each ad set, so you just have to look at it and say, all right, what time of day do I want each of these individual ads to be running? And then set that time of day in the scheduling portion of the ad set. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we click on ad sets, and this is what you normally see in Power Editor. The name, the daily budget, when you want it to start, and it's scheduled. Well, here's where they added the feature in. And your option is to run the ads all the time or to run them on a schedule. Well, the only way you can run them on a schedule is if you change the budget from daily to lifetime. So once you click on lifetime, it opens up the ad scheduling function. And this is what it looks like, and this is how you use it. You might know that most of your customers or fans are online while they're at work. So you might schedule your ads to run from, say, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. Or you might assume that, most people are checking their Facebook pages from, let's say, 7:30 in the morning until 9 o'clock because the rest of the day they're working. So you could choose to run your ads just from 7:30 in the morning until 9 and call it a day until later in the day when people are home and probably checking their Facebook pages later in the evening. So you might have them start running, say, from 7:30 until 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night. So that way you can be pretty confident that your ads are reaching the people you want to reach only during those times that you're really confident that they're online. Now let me go back real quick to something that I think is really important for you to pay attention to, and it has to do with when you change the budget for the ad set from daily to lifetime. Now what I want you to notice here is when I click on lifetime, the number over here changes pretty dramatically. So it went from $10 a day to a lifetime of $350. That is not the cost. That is just a default that Facebook has set. So what you can do is say, well, I was going to run my ads for 5 days and I only wanted to spend $10 a day. So that's $50. So you're saying to Facebook, I'm willing to spend $50, and I previously was going to spend that $50 over a 5-day period. But what you're telling Facebook now is, I'm willing to spend $50 and I'm just going to let Facebook spend that $50 down. Now they could spend that all in one day, but presumably what it means is because you're allowed to schedule the ads now, you're telling Facebook, look, this is the only time I want you to run those ads, and therefore I want you to spend that money during those times only, which means your ads are most likely going to be much more effective and could potentially cost you less and could potentially generate higher conversions on your ads because you're finding the right people based on the time of day. This scheduling feature is really, really helpful in making it possible for you to minimize your ad spend, increase your conversion rate, and be targeting the people who are most likely to want what you have to offer based on what you understand about your fans and your customers and the time of day that they're online checking Facebook. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and I'd love to hear your feedback, your comments, or questions about this. So just go ahead and post them below and let's talk about it. I'm Arlene Battisell, and stay tuned for the next video, which will contain more information about things you need to know about Facebook advertising.